It is about transcending nature.
This is the guy who's creating a mass blackmail database on all Americans that Trump greenlit. Where's Alex Jones when you need him? Here's the guy who's saying, I'm going to transform humanity into some weird humanoid.
It's interesting. Alex Jones's predictions came true, but not in the way he thinks. Because he's actually on the side of people who are doing these things. So it does make sense that people call him a psyop, you know what I mean? So it is somewhat sensical. Like, Alex Jones is right but the facts of the details are wrong.
Hybrid mix of machines and the internet and yourself and...
Oh, on Sandy Hook, he's 100% wrong.
Like, usher in this dystopian future. Look, it's one thing to talk about, like, literally just solving medical problems, right? If you have a defective organ and they could give you an organ that works, I think everybody's for that. But once you start talking about making humans no longer human, like, you're getting towards this weird eugenics program where, like, we're going to get rid of all the undesirables. We're going to measure your IQ, and if you happen to fall under the average, sorry, we're going to have to go ahead and get rid of you. Like, this is, like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
Overcoming things. And, and the closest thing you can say to nature is that people are fallen. And that's...
There was a movie, I think it was a YouTube movie. Logan Paul starred in it. It's kind of interesting. Just wanted to mention that. And it was literally about this dystopia. Dystopia. Is it dystopia or dystopia?
Natural thing in a Christian sense is that you're messed up. And that's true. But, there's some ways that, with God's help,
what's up? I grew some. How are you doing?
Overcome that.
Jesus Christ.
Thanks for stopping in,
buddy. By the way,
buddy.
Peter Thiel always looks like he's hiding, like, 7 babies in his basement, doesn't he? Like, why is he always so sweaty? Why does he always look...
He does look like a supervillain, not gonna lie. The video not playing.
Like this. By the way, I'm not done. So we got another one. Another non-gotcha question that turned into a gotcha question because Peter Thiel has a gotcha answer. Here we go.
This is my very specific question for you, right? Is that you're an investor in AI.
Sorry, bro, but still streaming.
You're
but
deeply
I'll
invested
keep you
in
till you're
Palantir,
done, bro.
in military technology,
sure.
in technologies of
you're
surveillance,
good,
and technologies of warfare, and so on, right? And it just seems to me that when you tell me a story,
I just got like one more video to watch. I don't know. How many did we watch? There's one more. Damn. Kyle's on a roll today.
About the Antichrist coming to power and using the fear of technological change to sort of impose order on the world, I feel like that Antichrist would maybe be using the tools that you were building, right? Like, wouldn't the Antichrist be like, great, we're not going to have any more technological progress, but I really like what Palantir has done so far, right?
Yeah,
I mean, isn't that a concern? Wouldn't that be the irony of history would be that the man publicly worrying about the Antichrist accidentally hastens his or her arrival?
There are all these different scenarios. I obviously don't think that that's what I'm doing.
I mean, to be clear, I don't think that's what you're doing either. I'm just interested in how you get to a world willing to submit to permanent authoritarian rule.
Well, but again,
this guy, he is literally the worst public speaker I've ever seen in my life. He is this dark figure operating behind the scenes with impunity, trying to put chips in people's brains and create a mass blackmail database and make humans a weird humanoid hybrid machine mix.
Okay.
And then he's asked questions like, "Are you
the chips in people's brain thing?" That's Elon Musk. I think Peter Thiel might have investments in that kind of technology, but he's not the original inventor of it. Maybe he is. I don't know. Someone can correct me if they know.
Antichrist, and he's like, well, maybe.
There are these different gradations of this we can describe, but is this so preposterous, what I've just told you, as a broad account of the stagnation that the entire world has submitted for 50 years to peace and safetyism? This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. The slogan of the Antichrist is peace and safety, and we've submitted.
What? So now peace and safety is bad because of the Antichrist, so you want war and depravity? Like, oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
I'll attempt to steelman his position, okay? Too much safety and too much peace, you sort of forget that you're in a turmoil.